holidays, everyone. It's Amanda here with your December 2018 RuneScope. The big news this month is that your 2019 Career and Finance RuneScopes are now available over on my Vimeo channel. For 2019, it's a new channel. The link is below. So yeah, if you're curious about what 2019 holds for you in general regarding money, job, career, studies, property, investments, any of that stuff, and some other themes crept in as well, which I'm sure we'll be getting more information on as we do further 2019 readings, but definitely check that out if you are interested in that. Also, while you're over there, part 2 of your December reading, your spiritual guidance is over there. I'll be pulling and interpreting one card from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle this month by Victoria Mosley. They are 2 different links. This is still, your spiritual guidance is still going to be on the 2018 channel, and then your Career and Finance RuneScope are on the 2019 channel, the new one. So definitely just make note of that. This month for your December RuneScope, I will be using in conjunction with our runes by popular request. Once again, the Paulina Tarot by Paulina Cassidy. Yeah, last month in the different room, we were having some focusing issues, and so somebody mentioned they couldn't see the artwork as well on these beautiful cards, and requested that I use them again. So we are, and let's get going. Hey there, Taurus. Let's see which runes want to talk to you for December 2018 for Taurus. What's going on? The rune cast for Taurus, December 2018. What will help the most of them the most? No, not quite. They're being picky with you, Taurus. Been very quick up to this point. Ooh, lots to say. As always, keep in mind these are general readings, so lots of Tauruses watching. Some messages are going to be for them, others will be for you. So keep that in mind. You can always check out the video for your rising sign as well to get additional messages, or sometimes, some months, all of your messages will come specifically through your rising sign video. If you would like something that's all about you, if you have some circumstances you would really like some more specific and personal guidance on, you would need to schedule a private consultation with me, Taurus. I do those on Skype. My 30-minute sessions are $70. December 3rd through the 20th, I will have my 1-hour New Year's Skype sessions on sale for $120. After January 1st, they will go up to $130. I also book up very quickly in January and February. So it's 2 full readings. We look at the first 6 months with a reading, answer any questions you have about that, and then move on and do another full reading on the second half of the year. And then if there is any time left, answer any questions about that. So if you want to beat the rush and actually get an appointment when you contact me and also get it for a discount, definitely drop me a line. At the end of November, I'll start booking those for December. Also, I have holiday gift certificates available through December 20th if you want, either for the 30-minute or 1-hour session. So if you want to give the gift of a reading with me to a loved one, you can also get the 1-hour session for them for the discounted price. So keep that in mind. All details are below on how to go about that. But in general, for Taurus, what's going on? Challenge or focus? Got the 3 of Cups in reverse. This card has been popping up for like everybody. I think it's popped up maybe 3 or 4 times. I'm more than halfway done with these videos this month. So awkward reunions, uncomfortable reunions. It is a theme because we are in a holiday month. And I know there's always somebody that posts, well, I am not gonna see anybody not go home for the holidays. Fine, this is a majority general reading. Most people are seeing relatives in December. That's the thing. That's exactly what I was talking about a few minutes ago. These are majority general readings, connecting with either the majority of people watching or very specific people who need the messages the most. So yes, for most of you, there's some challenging reunion coming up around family. Okay, so, and this could be because there's been like some sort of dispute over property or a will or an heirloom. If someone has passed away this year, you know, there may be people fighting. You know how people do. It's really quite sickening. But whenever somebody passes away, it is like, you know, the birds of prey swarm in and fight over the bones, fight over the heirlooms, fight over anything of value. I've seen it happen in my own family. It just makes me sick, honestly. So, I mean, this could be what's going on. This could be your challenge. Either to overcome people doing that to you or overcome the temptation to do it yourself, Taurus. You are an earth sign. Again, these are general readings. And the energy can always work both ways. So yeah, that possessive, greedy energy, I mean, it may be something you struggle with. Earth signs do put more value on money than most of the other signs. And when that is used in a negative way, it can come out in a negative way. But I feel like for most of you, this is somebody who was not handling an estate properly, was not getting to you or other people what they were left, what they were entitled to. And so now maybe there's something coming up where you got to see them at Christmas, or maybe this is going on in December and you're like, I'm not gonna go be around this person. I think for many of you though, this happened earlier, maybe even last year, or you know, quite some time ago, and this is the first time that, you know, this person may be showing up for holiday dinner. Or maybe, you know, if you hosted at your house, they may be asking if they can come. So, I mean, your response to this is going to be different, but it is coming up as your challenge. It's someone that you feel took something from you or took something from someone that you care about or tried to steal from you, tried to steal something that was rightfully yours. And now you have to decide if you're going to let bygones be bygones, if it's worth it to you to give this person another shot. Obviously, again, this is a general reading. For some of you, maybe that's warranted. Maybe this person was just overtaken by that negative, nasty, greedy energy and kind of failed in the moment. And, you know, now they're kind of looking to rectify that. And maybe they deserve it. Others of you, you may be like, no, this person doesn't deserve it. They probably just want something else. So again, you'll have to gauge that personally, or you can always schedule a private session if you need more specific guidance from your spirit guides about how you should overcome this challenge or handle this challenge. But yeah, many of you, this is somebody you have not spoken to. This was an ending. Or you may be tempted to end a relationship at some point in December, a family association. Due to, yeah, somebody stealing something. This doesn't have to be like a will or estate situation. It could just be like your kids stealing money out of your purse. And you're like, get out, you know, kicking them out. Maybe this is not the first time they've done this. Or one of their friends, you know. And you're like, that kid's not coming back here. Like you may be taking a hard line here, and it's causing maybe some problems between you and someone close to you here, Taurus. But that's your challenge. There is someone, though, for many of you who should be avoided. And for some of you, the challenge may be, okay, Aunt so-and-so has invited this person to dinner, or my mom or my dad has invited this person to dinner. I don't want to be around them, so I'm going to have to tell my parents I'm not coming to the holiday dinner. Or you may be kind of like, should I force them to choose? Again, circumstances will vary. Others of you, it may just be these are other relatives, and they had this dispute, and now you're like, do I invite one of them? Do I invite both of them? I wasn't really involved in this, but you know, your challenge may be deciding like, who do I invite? Can I invite both of them? And you know, in that circumstance, I mean, I totally get you. I totally get you. That's a tough place to be in here, Taurus. Either way, somebody's likely to be upset. I would just approach it in a forthright manner. Talk to both of them. Like, hey, I'd really like to invite both of you here. Kind of get their perspective on it. Definitely don't just invite them both and see what happens. I think you would be very unhappy with the way that turns out. I think that might ruin it for everybody. So, patience will be necessary in dealing with family members, and that's coming up as your challenge. So some decisions to make, Taurus, about who's invited, who's not invited. if you're gonna go, if you're not gonna go, if someone's there. I mean, again, these are gonna have to be gauged accordingly regarding each of your specific situations. So the help that's gonna be available, I am moved to go to that position rather than the present energy first. So we'll go to the help that's gonna be available. Got the World in reverse. So this is something that isn't over. Go figure what we were just talking about. But there is gonna be, like, the help that's gonna be available is shifting and changing this energy and completing it, right? It's incomplete, it's not over, let's make it over. So yeah, if this is something that comes up every year, or if because circumstances have led to this and it's gonna keep coming up every year, I believe your help is gonna be to, let's get this over and done with. Let's shift and change it this year, renew the energy so that we don't have to deal with this every year, because it's awkward and it's just added stress that I don't need, or you don't need, or we don't need. Some of you, the help's gonna be to go and just confront the situation. Like, you know, why should you have to give up your holiday and seeing other people that you want to see just because somebody who frankly made an ass of themselves is going to be there? Don't let that run you off. Okay? Make it awkward for them. Show up and be like, hey, what's happening? Taurus is here. Merry Christmas. Just be you. Just be you. Go and enjoy yourself. Ignore who you have to ignore, confront who you have to confront, you know. But I do feel like, yeah, you shouldn't let any unfinished business keep you from traveling or keep you from making a change that you know needs to be made. Awkwardness should not stop you, but it does stop us, right? Because we get in this age of social anxiety where everybody gets anxiety about everything, you know, because we're so inundated 24/7, just nonstop with information. So, you know, don't give yourself this extra added stress, right? I feel like there's a way to do this that's going to be both confronting the issue, but making a new way forward here. So just make the decision and stick to it. Whichever side you're sitting on with this, because again, there's so many of you and I'm getting all different sides, like, you know, receivers and givers, like, you know, and some people, some of you, it doesn't involve you at all. It's two other people and you're just trying to, like, keep it civil, keep everybody happy. But yeah, I feel like your biggest help to you and everyone else is going to be to finish the unfinished business. Make the shift or change. Travel to this person or invite them to travel to you. Let's deal with this now. It's gone on long enough. And it may not be resolved to everybody's satisfaction, but at least you tried. At least you tried, and then you'll know for sure. You know, and maybe next time it'll be less of an ordeal or less awkward, right? In the present energy, for some of you, you are, some of you, your help is going to be moving in order to complete a work cycle or complete some sort of, so if you're looking for a new job, okay, this may be for one person out there, but I'm getting like some of you, your challenge in December would be like you maybe got laid off from a job earlier this year and now they want you back. And your help is going to be to not go backwards, I feel like. You know, whatever was incomplete, it just needs to stay because it's going to hold you back from a more positive shift or change. And that may be coming to fruition in December, like mid to late December. So yeah, I wouldn't go backwards on the job front here. Because I'm feeling like okay, we've laid you off, you were making this, but hey, now 2 weeks later, we'd like you to hire you back, but at like half the pay, or, you know, some horrible, or like you did have full salary and benefits, but now we'd like you to come back as a contract worker. And you're like, I don't think so. Yeah, going backwards to where you didn't get the appreciation or recognition that you deserve, Taurus, moving forward, there's going to be something far better coming in to move you forward. And that's symbolized by the Magician. That's coming up in your present energy. So present energy for some of you will be whenever you're watching this video. For others of you, it would be, most of you actually, it'll be end of November into early December-ish, give or take. But yeah, unexpectedly, you have the power is all just kind of laid at your doorstep. So I feel like many of you are making the decision about what's gonna happen with these family members, or you are the one in charge of making the decision for your job prospects. Like, you don't need to accept less than. You have all of the experience, all of the knowledge, all of the wisdom, everything you need to be a success. You do not need to accept less than you deserve. Unexpectedly, I think there is an opportunity to forge a new path here. The Magician's all about one. You don't need help from anybody. You don't need anybody coming back from the past and saying, hey, yeah, we laid you off, but hey, you want to come back? You don't need that, because you can forge ahead. I think there may be an unexpected opportunity coming in December. So if this was a job thing where you've been looking for work and you have the opportunity to go back and kind of repeat the past, or even go back to doing some kind of work that you were not that into, that you were not that happy with, there will be something totally different with the Magician. Some of you could be striking out on your own and like being like, I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to make this big shift or change, and I'm starting my own business in January. To hell with it. I'm just gonna try it and see what happens. So there's no need to go back to this. Others of you, it's in your power, like what's going to be disruptive. It's in your power to disrupt the holidays or keep them normal. I do feel like you're kind of between a rock and a hard place here, some of you Taurians, though, like, because other people are kind of putting, you know, their stuff on you, or their, you know, tiffs are your responsibility because of the holidays. I do really feel like if you have to choose between two people, though, there's one that you really don't want to invite anyway. So, I mean, but because they're a relative, or maybe because of the other people that are going to be there, or maybe it's a parent, you know, or a stepfather or a stepmother or an in-law, you know, it gets so sticky, doesn't it? You can't just invite one person. You just can't invite somebody if they're married and not invite their, you know. But you could ask them, like, we would love to have you here, but I just don't know, given the past, if it would be great to have your husband or wife there, considering what they've done in the past, or, you know, depending on who it is, still a sticky situation, no matter how you word it, Taurus. So you have my sympathy. It's in your power. Just think it through. Think through what would be the most... the calmest approach, I think, to this situation. Others of you, this is totally job. Like, I'm gonna strike out on my own. I don't need anybody else. I work and run circles around these people. There's nothing they do that I can't do and do better. What must be accepted about December? We've got the Knight of Wands. So this could be a fire sign energy, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Here at Taurus in December. When this person's great, they're great. When they suck really bad. Definitely a personality of extremes. And I'm getting that from the runes, not really from this card. Because the Knight of Wands in the upright is, he gets things done. Like, and he has a lot of leadership qualities. He's very good at focus and going after his goals and achieving them, because he doesn't let anything get in his way. He's got endless amounts of energy. Now this could be a male or female, because there's so many of you out there. For some of you, this will be a male. For others, it will be a female. But I do feel like, given the runes here, this is somebody of extremes. So, you know, maybe they have a little bit of a bipolar energy. Like if they're up, they're fantastic and so fun to be around and just the best person. If they're down, if they're going through a depression, or, you know, then it's really like it's really difficult to deal with them. Or if they're on like a more negative extreme, then you know, they're really a difficult energy to handle. Or their recklessness, or their temper. Maybe they've got a short fuse, and when they go off, they like really go off. Knights are generally 35 or younger. Again, though, it's not, you know, this person could be of any age in a general reading. So this could be your son or daughter. It could be a younger sibling, a cousin. This person that caused all this chaos could be connected to this person, or they could be the person that caused all this chaos in one of their, you know, maybe they kind of gave into that greediness, or were influenced by that. I do feel like for some of you, there were legalities involved in this, because we've got Yera here, which is the rune of justice, legalities, courts. It can also be karmic justice. But yeah, I mean, if you're caught between two people who, like, one family member sued another family member, and you know, maybe this Knight of Wands won this suit, but you want to invite both this person and the person who lost this suit to the dinner. You know, I feel like that may be the situation that you are in. It does feel like to me that the fire sign was in the right, just based on, for the majority of you, just based on what I'm seeing here. Justice was or will be served, whether it's karmic or otherwise. A fair decision was reached. Now, for some of you, this could just be like a divorce and a custody thing, or a division of assets situation that's coming up. And, you know, this person may be down about that, or just has spent a lot of money perhaps on legal representation and on this whole thing. Yeah, maybe a lot of people, you know, like, this is your family member for many of you perhaps, but a lot of people liked the in-law and is now kind of holding a grudge. You know how people take sides. It's rare that you take sides with the opposite, with the in-law, but maybe that's what's going on. Maybe some people like the in-law better than the Knight of Rods here. So you know, see how it can be kind of sticky? And you're like, oh man, because maybe they were good friends, right? Maybe it was two in-laws that were really good friends, and now they're getting divorced. So, you know, and this person has heard all of the soon-to-be ex-in-law's vitriol directed towards this family member, and now it's like that's a specific situation coming in here. But obviously, this is a family member. You're not gonna invite the in-law, but it may just be like, oh my God, I hope that this doesn't come up over dinner. So again, I would maybe just pre-talk to people. You know, I mean, since this is your family member, or what is feeling like your family member for most of you, you may just be like, hey, are you gonna be all right if I invite Aunt Susie, or, you know, she was good friends with your soon-to-be ex. I don't know how that's gonna go over. Are you all right with that? I mean, you know. So, family stuff is so intricate and complicated, right? And it can just get so crazy when everybody's just trying to get together and have a good time. You know, I do feel like if you kind of pre-handle the festivities, Taurus, if you're in charge of it, you know, if you're not in charge of it, there's only so much you can do. But yeah, for some of you, maybe it's you. That you were good friends with this person that your brother or your cousin or whoever's divorcing, and Maybe they're still kind of putting you in the middle. The outcome of December, we do have the Tower card. So, I mean, with Menace and reverse. So, yeah, you could, someone's going to feel opposed by the group, like they weren't treated fairly, like they were totally just blindsided. The Tower is external forces and explosive events. So something being destroyed so that something new can be rebuilt. So there could be some relationships in turmoil this December, Taurus. There's really no way. I mean, it always cracks me up when people are reading this card and they somehow that, oh, you know, new beginnings, and make it all saccharine and sweet. There's nothing easy about the Tower card. It's often a betrayal. It's often just blindsided. You don't see something coming. It is for a purpose, absolutely. But I mean, it's probably going to be January or February at least before you realize what that purpose was. So you or someone else, this is set off, like this is lit on fire because someone is feeling left out of the group, opposed by the group. So, but there may be no way around that, right? There may be no way, you know, and this doesn't mean this has to happen at like holiday dinner, right? Or when everybody's together. You can kind of, so my advice would be to get this out of the way as soon as possible and just be like, look, I'd like to invite you both, but I have to invite my relative. I can't invite, you know, or just sitting it out if you're the party. But I mean, still, even if you sit it out because they're inviting someone else, you may be like, but I feel left out of the group. Like, why am I the one when I'm not the one who did the bad stuff? If you are the one who did the bad stuff, Taurus, then you got to take your lumps. I mean, you may not, you know, of course you would be upset to not be invited, but I mean, whoever has been greedy, whoever has, yeah, been less than honest about things or tried to hide things or keep things from people, especially about a will or an estate or property or something left to one person and tried to steal it for themselves, they got to take their lumps, whether it's you or somebody else. This is the result of that kind of behavior. So December looks a bit sticky, Taurus, to say the least. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you happiness and joy this year. Do what you can to diffuse this situation. Like I said, like talking in advance too. You know, don't spring this on. Just invite people who have been through like a legal battle or who you know like really just don't get along right now. Maybe by next year they'll have it worked out. You can try. This is just saying like, hey, try to finish the unfinished business, but if it's not your business, you can only do so much, right? So I think the outcome is saying like no matter what you do, someone's gonna feel left out of the family, left out of the group. But I mean, at least if you pre-talk to them, it won't be as shocking. I mean, it'll still be shocking, but not as shocking. Like they'll have some sort of advance notice. Yeah, and if you're watching this early enough, like on the November side, maybe invite one group to Thanksgiving or go to somebody's house for Thanksgiving and then do something else for the holidays if you can spread it more evenly, right? I realize since this is the December reading though, this may not even be happening until after Thanksgiving, so you can only do what you can do. And if you don't live in the United States, you don't even celebrate Thanksgiving, so not even an option. But I think foresight and forethought are going to be the best way to handle this, Taurus. It doesn't look like it's going to be easy no matter what, but for many of you, this isn't even your business. It's other people's business and you're kind of caught in the middle of it and you can only do what you can do. You can't please all the people all the time and you can't finish their business for them. I mean, you can ask them like, you know, I will invite you both if you promise that you are not going to argue. If you do argue, you will both be asked to leave. So there's another option for you. But meet me over on Vimeo. Like I said, I'm going to shuffle the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. I mean, we really need to get some additional spiritual guidance for you on how to handle these energies because, you know, you do have the control, and I think you're going to make the right decision, but you can't control other people, and their energy seems really volatile here with the Tower card here, Taurus. So meet me over there. Let's see what further wisdom and guidance we can get for you for the month. I do wish you the best of luck handling these energies. I wish you strength. Drink lots of eggnog. It looks like you could use it. And I'll see you back here next time, Taurus. Thanks for watching.